Breaking news, headline, action, Shin Megami... that's not what we're here for. Breaking news, action, Nintendo Direct Japan released new footage that we haven't seen in the gaming area before. Here, we have Metroid DREAD footage. Let's go. I'm gonna break through. Ooh. Got a little bit of the old machine gun in action. More beats and stuff. Oh, whoa. What the heck? This is going crazy. There's new stuff. That was an insane trailer. Okay, we're gonna go through this step by step. I'm gonna tell you what's cool. You can grapple tether from pretty far up in this game. So you grapple tether to something way up there, and you extend way down before you go up. So it seems like if you fall far, you're gonna dip into like a lower area. This might actually have some impact if you're using, like, going into lava, for instance. Next. This is the new thing needing bash. Oh, God. The red Chozo thing. The red Chozo warrior black goop monster. Is the black goop some kind of modified X-parasite? This is insanity. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that! This enemy seems to have some kind of lunge attack. It's trying to eat Samus. But Samus is like, I'm gonna freaking oh! Boom! Look at that! Crushed into the ground. That's insane! With the gravity suit and everything. Japan got to eat good! Here we've got a major boss fight reveal. This giant... What are people calling this thing? Corpius? This giant Corpius creature blasts a huge laser and is getting blasted down by the storm missile in some kind of Calamity Ganon style area. Why are we in Calamity Ganon's basement? That scene, enemy gets blasted down, but then it looks like you're both falling for some reason. Go through the loop. Here's Kraid again. Alright. It's not much, but it's honest news. And that's what we can look forward to. Metroid Japan news! Let's go! That's crazy, actually. Bounty Hunter Samus Aran's mission to planet ZDR has two objectives. One is to confirm whether the deadly X-parasite capable of mimicking other organisms still exists. The other is to find out why the batch of ME research robots previously dispatched with the same objective have gone dark. In this edition, we'll take a deep dive into some of planet ZDR's areas, along with some of the native creatures that Samus will encounter on her mission. Let's roll. Get it? Like a morph ball. Get it? I get it. I can roll with that. Planet ZDR. While the planet has gone unexplored by humankind, early readings show the ZDR share similar planetary conditions, such as temperature, humidity, gravity, and atmospheric composition. With the planets SR388, which Samus had previously visited, deep within the planet are areas split into multiple layers, each with the unique traits and organisms. Hey, faces over here. Remnants of the once mighty Chozo civilization can be found throughout the planet, including shuttles and elevators connecting the areas. Samus awakens in the cavernous Artaria after being attacked by a mysterious and powerful Chozo figure, Darth Avius. This area is located in the deepest part of ZDR and has low temperature environments. The upper portion of Artaria contains vast amounts of magma, which is used as the primary source of energy on the planet. Ah, so we're using magma power, heat power. Interesting. We kinda already knew this with the Nintendo E3 Treehouse Live at E3. Treehouse Live. We've got this here. which is the awakening site of Artaria. Very nice. Got these nice lotus flower, pink flower, birch, cherry trees. Here we've got this black creature mammal. I don't know what it is, but it's got stuff coming out of it, so it might be possessed by fungus. This looks freaking cool. Now, I've seen this a couple of times. It plays behind the buy now. I think I also saw this on the Wii, in a certain poorly received Nintendo game. So, very excited, very cool. I hope that this lava tunnel here isn't a reference to that game. This was in Planet Samus Returns, Metroid game. Probably wall jump off that wall to this wall to this wall to this wall. Why even shoot? And then you can go talk to Darth Avius, or whatever that is. Pretty dope. Pretty dope, pretty nope, pretty dope. Clyde, or Clyda. This terrestrial four-footed creature calls ZDR home. It won't attack Samus, but will cause damage and repel her if touched. It isn't protected by hard armor, so you can inflict damage on any part of the creature. Oh, is that like a stocky camera? That might be a stocky camera. What if there are space pirates? Or maybe there aren't space pirates, and that stocky camera right there was originally Chozo technology in Metroid Super Mission. Who knows? Fly. A small flying creature whose head resembles a large eyeball. Once it detects Samus, it follows her, aims, and then charges with its large spiked tail. Sometimes found in flocks, its small body and agile movements can make it tricky to hit, but the wide beam is quite effective against it. You see, up on the minimap, there's a yellow Emmy zone. Is that an Emmy zone? It's a yellow zone. Musby. This terrestrial creature with heavy arms is one of the larger life forms on Artaria. It drags its arms behind it. Or it drags its arms behind as it walks. Because it dwells and has evolved in darkness, a Musby doesn't have the equivalent to a face. It has tough, rugged skin and high endurance, so high-powered attacks like the missile or charge beam are effective. Samus can also slide between its legs when it lifts its arms to attack. It's a good thing that Samus managed to slide right where it's attacking. That's a good idea. Artaria is where Samus begins her exploration on the planet. It's a relatively large area, but has many doors that she cannot open at the start of the game. You can revisit this area after making more progress through the game and acquiring additional abilities, so it may be a good idea to keep these spots on the map. You can also take screenshots using the capture button on your controller to keep a record. True, I didn't think about that. Controller, pretty pog. Guitarist, home to the central system that manages the supply and circulation of energy generating magma throughout the planet, which powers various facilities. Hot streams of magma flow out of many places. Hot streams of magma flow out in many places. Some of its high-temperature areas are too much for Samus to handle with just her standard power suit. Interesting. Heated room. See, you're taking damage when you're in here. I imagine this is probably not so easy to traverse all the way through. A heated run might be possible. I'm not sure if you'll be able to get from here to there, though. I'm very interested in that, though. Volcrin. This small creature can stick to and move across floors, walls, and ceilings. It stores magma in its body and spits it out when it detects danger. It spits out multiple magma shots, which can be difficult to avoid. It may be most effective to blast it from afar before it goes on the offensive. Autoclast. A robot believed to have been created with advanced Chozo technology. The cylinders on both of its sides can slam down with great force, creating an explosion that sends streaks of fire across the ground. Can be stunned with a quick dash melee when it pauses for a moment, right before it strikes. There's a tentacle in the wall behind me. You see that? Crazy. Albisdomathon. What? A rock-like creature that lives near magma. Usually it remains still in an ore-like form, but transforms into a battle form when it detects Samus. Be careful, if it charges up the high-temperature burst attack it's about to unleash can penetrate terrain. This is new, I haven't seen this before. Oh! What the heck? That's insane! Just freaking destroyed you. How much energy did you have before? Two energy tanks? Lose an energy tank. Oh my god! Magma abounds in Kataras. Without the Various suit, which protects Samus from extremely high temperatures, you'll take heat damage in many of the rooms here. By circulating the thermal energy Created from magma here, you can open new routes. In fact, if you carefully watch how magma moves, within the circulation pipes you can figure out the destination of the thermal energy. We think this might provide clues for exploring. Dairon, biological research site and home to mini robots believed to be developed using advanced Chozo technology. The power is out in some spots, which makes it difficult to spot enemies. Danger lurks in the shadows. Various suit, we've got saw blade enemies, we've got the turrets from before, and bomb block, and it's looking kinda neat around the zone with the power out. Looking kinda neat. Here we've got some kinda multiple armed, either machine or multiple armed creature being dipped in the soup. Very sad for the multiple armed creature. This is a power generator system of some kind. I assume you use this to turn back on the power. Ought Sharp, a robotic enemy that shoots out from its dock when it detects Samus. It has a strong, spinning energy blade in its exterior, generates power as it turns. Or on its exterior that generates power as it turns. I can read. Capable of damaging anything it touches. When it hits a bomb, the force of the explosion propels it upward. So these are like the spinning blade things. Alright. What's this creature? This creature is some kind of crazy Vespid. I don't like it. Ought Sniper. A small sniper robot with a precision laser. It can operate on the ground, walls, and ceilings while aiming and firing at its target from many angles. The laser is a threat capable of dealing great damage, but there's an opening to melee counter right before it fires. If on a wall or ceiling, an aerial melee counter would be effective. Can you bop it, or can you bop back the laser? Look at that, freaking destroyed. Got a spike projectile that was tossed out, so these probably shoot that. Armadigger, a violent four-footed creature native to ZDR, charges at Samus with great speed when she's detected, and will quickly change its direction and try again if she evades the attack. Fight back with a melee counter, or attack it from outside its charging path. Dairon is filled with mini robots believed to have been developed with advanced Chozo technology. Robotic enemies are protected by thick armor that's only vulnerable to a charge beam or missile, which means effective use of the dash melee counter is key to creating openings for attack. Yeah, more melee counter, dash melee counter stuff. If it feels good, it looks good. Barunia. The bottom half of this marine research site is underwater. Many aquatic creatures residing here can't be found in other areas. Battaloon, an aquatic creature that calls ZDR home. It floats underwater but slowly approaches Samus if she hits it. Despite its appearance, it's surprisingly durable. Be careful not to underestimate it. Oh, these Subnautica fish. Neat. Vizian. This sea creature resembles a small jellyfish. While individually weak, they find strength in numbers and always collect in large smacks. Take out the group quickly so as not to be cornered. This is really late in the game, so there's going to be a lot of backtracking, I expect. Blast through them with the blaster, but you can also meet it relatively early in the game with the Varia suit. Wait, this is with the gravity suit, same amount of energy, similar missile count. Wait, are we going to be able to turn on and off our suit? Ooh! Or maybe this is a debug mode, and they're trying to make sure that we can't tell. That could be really cool if they're trying to make sure we can't tell what part of the game they're in by using a debug mode and throwing together all of these different screenshots, because this one's definitely with the gravity suit and this one's without it. Slaga, a creature with a yellow hump on its back where it stores acid. When it detects Samus, it shoots acid with great precision. This acid blast can be avoided with jumps and the flash suit's ability. Can also be destroyed with arm cannon blast or a melee counter strike if you react quickly enough. This is a terrifying creature. It's like a big ol' slug. Most of Barunia is underwater, which can put Samus at a disadvantage. Her agility takes a hit when submerged while equipped with her standard power suit or the Varia suit, which makes it tough for her to contend with zippy sea creatures. But remember, Samus can pull herself to magnetic surfaces by latching the grapple beam to them. A move that just might save your hide. Yvorn! An underground forest area very close to the surface. Sunlight peeks through from above. Native flora and fauna abound, including many plant-like beings and ancient creatures. This is beautiful. Like, my god, look at all of that. That's just insanely good looking. Ah, but I'm worried about the polygons. I can see polygons in the game. Yeah, cry about it. Look at that! Oh my god, look at the plants. Look at all of it. It looks so beautiful and so cool. Oh, watch out, there's a darkness creature. This is not a squid. Warning, not a squid. It's a flying darkness creature. This seems to be some part of through the game. As a matter of fact, I'd say that it's in the game. Hackathon.
Hackathon.
Good name. This large creature has existed on ZDR since ancient times and can be spotted flying between trees and plants in high and low areas. It's able to break down its prey into more digestible particles. It will rarely pick fights on its own, but when attacked, it'll get angry and emit a light capable of decomposing other creatures. Be careful to not accidentally hit this creature with a stray shot. So question, if you hit this creature with a stray shot, you use it to digest other creatures. Vampa, a spider-like creature. Normally, the jaw under its body remains closed. When attacking, it opens wide and charges its opponent for a powerful bite attack. It can't move between platforms on different levels, so take advantage of your surroundings when facing off against one. That's terrifying. It's the Demogorgon. Look at that. Oh my god! Yo, that's so scary. That is really scary. Quetzal. This insect-like mid-sized flying creature is native to ZDR. When it detects Samus, it homes in on her position and charges at great speed. This creature is very fast and thus tricky to counter, but a successful strike will open up a big chance to attack. Using abilities like Flash Shift and Slide to effectively avoid its attacks, then hitting it with missiles is also a good option. Oh, you can't see it. Cheat detected. See that? Cheat detected. They're cheating. Okay, so they are debugging themselves to different parts of the game. Alright, since they're debugging themselves, it's very interesting. It's very interesting, as a matter of fact. This looks so cool. This looks amazing. There's a Metroid there, with teeth. Civilization has left less of an imprint upon Gavor compared to other areas of ZDR, and the area's appearance has thus been able to evolve in a natural way since ancient times. There are sections with small platforms that require continuous jumping, as well as partially submerged locations. Samus will have to use all her abilities and talents to the fullest when taking on this area. Ooh, I like the idea of having like an area that's all natural and very hard. That seems so cool. Perennia. The ancient ruins found here indicate this area was once a sanctuary used in Chozo rituals was once. They keep making it out like the place is abandoned. They're making it out like it's abandoned, but it's really not. Look at that. The big run up into it, the Cyber City. This is so cool. Look at this. You enter here and the place looks like it's being tossed about a little bit. Got a couple of tattered banners, we got this floor that was yeeted. Constructed objects in the natural world coexist in other areas, whereas the inside of Perennia contains mostly buildings left behind by Chozo civilization. What will Samus find among the ruins of the sanctuary? We don't want to say too much, but know that Samus will go back and forth between this area and others throughout ZDR to continue her exploration. In the next report, the release date nears. We'll cover a few tips to help you kick off your exploration. That was a lot of information. We learned the names and identities of many creatures as well as the areas of ZDR. And there are quite a lot of them. I'm very excited to play this game and explore all of these areas more because we only just got snapshots of what these look like. Sure, we might have an idea of how some rooms are tackled and how some look, but that's not going to save you from all of the mysteries left on the planet. Like, what's the name of those Vespinized creatures that shoot in 8 directions? I assume, because of their spikes in the one that was flying. What part of the game are they actually in when it says cheat detected? And are we going to be able to access these debug cheats? Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next mission.